explanation for final exam. We have 25 questions, so I want to divide it into 3 parts. Part 1 to 3, the number of questions, 8, 8, 9. The first one, part 1, question from 1 through number 8. So let's start one by one. The first one, in a Java web application, it is the container's responsibility to implement the data binding details. Here, I explain this implement. What's the meaning? Implement the data binding details. We know data binding happens automatically, but you need to do the setup. So you need to, make the setters, getters ready corresponding to the properties. You use the Java Bean properties to copy data from HTTP parameters to Java Bean properties. But when you do that, okay, yeah. So here, calling setters and getters. Here, implementation means this, okay? The meaning of implement the data binding details, calling appropriate setters and getters. Here, the question is, container's responsibility to do it. So true or false. Okay, so that's the meaning. The first question. Second question, all the Java MVC frameworks are built on top of Java EE platform. So now start from scratch. So there is a bottom Java EE platform. On top of it, then any Java MVC framework, we can use the Spring MVC way. Yeah, you know the Spring MVC way, right? So using the jar library files, JAR library files. Okay, yeah. That way, so here. Okay, that way, all Java MVC frameworks, okay, build on Java E platform. Yeah, so here you can think about the logic. Yeah, you can think about the logic. Okay, we know Java EE platform, it is a huge platform, huge, very complicated, very sophisticated. Yeah. For a Java MVC framework, definitely that big platform, you want to take advantage of the features from Java EE platform, right? Otherwise, if you do not take advantage of it, then you need to start from scratch, right? So think about that. Yeah, so that's the meaning. Yeah, second question. The third one, a Java annotation interface and a regular Java interface are 2 different types of interfaces. Yeah, simple concept. 2 different concepts. One is a Java annotation interface, another regular Java interface. 2 different types of interfaces. Okay, yeah, the third one. Number 4, in a Java EE web application, any JSP that is outside of web-inf directory can be used as a welcome page. Yeah. This question, yeah, I need to explain a little deeper, yeah, because in our classes, so I didn't explain the details related to this one. So here I need to give you a little more information. First, we know inside, so here it's outside, right? Yeah, we know we did several questions A JSP, if it is inside this directory, inside that directory, we cannot use it as a welcome page, right? Yeah, we did several questions before. Inside that. So here the question is outside. Okay, outside. Then supposed to be, right? Yeah. But here, I'd like to give you a little more information. When you create a dynamic web project, did you notice after you create a dynamic web project in Eclipse, did you notice other than web-if, did you notice there is another folder called a meta-inf folder, okay? Another folder. We never use it. We never use this folder. But in some special situation, we need to use this folder. Yeah. But in this class, we didn't have a chance to use it. All right. Here, I just want to tell you, this meta-inf has the similar property as web-if. What do you mean similar property? Yeah. Any file inside it cannot be accessed by URL way. Okay, yeah. So here I do not write the whole sentence. Yeah, here I just verbally give you the information. Any file inside this folder, so this is a folder, yeah. Any file inside it cannot be accessed directly from outside URL. Just similar to the way, the property of this web-inf. Okay, yeah, here. Now, based on this information, you answer this question. A JSP outside web-inf can be used as a welcome page, true or false. Okay, so I do not go further. Yeah, I do not want to go further. Yeah. Otherwise, I will give you the answer. Yeah. So you just figure it out. Based on the information I give you here, you just figure it out. Okay. Number 5, an annotation tool can both process Java source files with annotations and process Java class files. Class file means compiled source file. After compilation, we get the Java .class files, right? .class files, yeah. So, okay, yeah. For that case, think about, yeah, in the notes, we talk about that. So that's the, basic property available in the notes. Okay, all right, number 5. Number 6, in a Java web application, only the logical name, not the physical name of a servlet. Here we're talking about servlet, okay? Logical name, what is logical name of a servlet? URL pattern, right? Yeah. Each servlet, we need to give a URL pattern. Physical name, the physical name, right? The .class name. Compile the class name. So that full package path .class name. That's the physical name. So only the logical name, not the physical name, can be exposed to the outside users. Think about that. True or false? Okay, yeah. All right. Last page. 2 questions. Number 7. Java generic technique is used to improve the quality of the Java code when we use the Java collection object. I hope you know the collection object, right? So here, list, map, and more. Yeah, more. Others rarely used, but most commonly used, list and map. Yeah. Which of the following types of errors related to the collection objects will be avoided by the Java generics technique? Related to the background. Related to the background. So I remember I explained the background. Okay, yeah. So here I just use a different way. So this question I gave you before, but here I just use a different way to check your understanding. Yeah. All right. Yeah. The last question of the part 1 video. All the Java annotation interfaces must extend a special Java regular interface. Okay. I gave you a similar question before, but here I changed it a little bit. The old question, all Java annotation that must extend, I do not give you a regular, a special Java annotation interface. I remember that's the old question. But here, do not confuse this one with that old one. Here, this one, I changed that annotation interface to regular interface. Okay, regular interface, true or false. Okay, all right, so that's the part 1. Yeah.